Alisha, you were telling us more about the situation unfolding in Gaza. How is the situation looking like, and what kind of assistance is being provided to hundreds and thousands of people who've been left homeless as a result of this explosion?
Well, yes, they have been given an ultimatum, and of course they have been trying to, the people who have been stuck in the northern, because it's an Hamas terrorist who has been taken a human shield. But we know the statement that came in from the Prime Minister office clearly mentioning that the decision that has been taken as far as the basic humanitarian assistance is concerned, it has clearly been mentioned that Israel is not going to allow any humanitarian assistance from its territory to the Gaza Strip as long as the captives are not returned. And Israel also demands a Red Cross visit with Israel captives and is working to mobilize a broad international support for this demand. And it's on the light of President Joe Biden's request, where Israel will not also prevent humanitarian assistance from Egypt as long as it is only food, water and medicines for the civilian population located in the southern Gaza Strip, or which is evacuating to there as long as the supplies do not reach Hamas. The decision has been taken by Israel with the meeting that happened last evening, and even Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who already had a meeting with the military to assess the situation that is happening. And well, yes, there are constantly retaliation which has been continuing from the Israel side towards the Gaza Strip.
Alisha, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. So Alisha, of course, tracking the latest reporting live from Sderot City. And as we speak, again, a recap of the big developments that came in early this morning. US having announced a $100 million aid as humanitarian assistance for the people in Gaza, saying that the US president has even spoken to the Egyptian counterpart regarding the passage of those 20 trucks with humanitarian aid that would be reaching to the people in Gaza. In fact, talking a little more on Israel's fight against terrorism, a latest statement that's also now been released by the Israeli Defense Forces on having eliminated the Hezbollah terrorists along the Lebanon border. Note that this comes even as situation still remains tense at the Israel-Lebanon border, as well as the border that the Israel-Gaza border as well, where Israeli forces have been fighting against the Hamas terrorists. Listen in to that statement that's coming from the IDF spokesperson.
I find it worrying and I find it sad that so many distinguished, respectable media institutions in the world were so fast and so trigger happy to report what Hamas was saying and didn't wait for confirmation. Didn't wait to publish numbers that they claimed, which up until today have not been verified or proved, and were, how should we say it, very skeptical when we presented information and evidence. And what I've seen in tweets all day is that such and such media network were not able to independently verify what we are claiming. I don't know that they've verified what Hamas is claiming. And I find it very odd and absurd that we are held in parity with Hamas, a terrorist organization that lies, manipulates, murders, abducts, rapes, and does all of the worst atrocities. And our word is worth as much as Hamas. I find it absurd, and I think that if there are true professionals in the media, in these organizations and others, there should be hard conversations in the newsrooms about how this happened and how Hamas could spin a non-issue into something that affected the entire region, with riots going on in many places of the Middle East as a result.